morning. It's Thursday, July 12th. My name's Latanya. If you're new here, I'm a teacher in Southern California. And today I just decided that I'm just gonna do a typical day in the life for me on summer break, where I really have like nothing in particular planned. In the past, when I've vlogged during the summer, I've always felt kind of self-conscious because I feel like my summers are pretty uneventful unless I'm like traveling somewhere or anything like that. I'm like, there's nothing, I'm not doing anything. I don't have kids that I'm doing activities with, a spouse or anything. But I've had enough comments over time of people saying like, no, we want to see that too. So in this vlog, we're gonna put you guys to the test to see if you really do want to see me just fumble around my house on a typical summer day with nothing spectacular planned. So right now it's about 10 o'clock. I typically will get out of bed anywhere between 8 or 9 o'clock. I normally go to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and so my alarm is set for 8. Sometimes I get up out of the bed closer to like 8. Sometimes it's closer to 9. Today it was closer to 9. I do have to wake up a little bit earlier because Woofy wakes up around, I would say anywhere between 6:30 and 7 to go outside and then to be fed. And then once he's up, he's up. So when I get out of the bed, I'm usually greeted by Woofy's cute little face, just sitting at my bed, waiting for me to get out of the bed because he wants me to get up and play right away. So that did happen, and let's show you where he is right now. Woofy boy. Here he is on one of his favorite spots, just relaxing. His cute little teddy bear face. So right now, what I'm doing is, or I guess after I get out of the bed, I get up and I get dressed to work out because I have to do that first thing in the morning. Otherwise, the likelihood of me doing it later becomes diminished. So I will get up, I will get dressed to work out, brush my teeth and all that. So I just finished getting dressed not too long ago. Today I'm probably gonna do just a 45-minute spin class on the bike, and then maybe a 15-minute power walk on the treadmill. And then I'm going to eat because I'm starving. So right now I'm just downstairs, obviously dressed to work out. I'm just going to fill up my water bottle, which is back there, and then do this workout. And then that's it. And I'm just gonna take you along this day that really nothing is planned. I mean, there's a project I've been working on for school that I kind of want to finish up today, so I'll talk about that. I might go to Starbucks today. I'm a little salty because I'm 3 stars short of a free drink, which is annoying, but I might just like splurge and go buy one anyway. Just for the content of it all, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna fill up my water bottle. I'm gonna go upstairs and work out, and I will check in with you afterwards. So like I said, I'm gonna take a 45-minute class, but when I turn this on, I see some classes that at some point I'm gonna wanna take later. I like Kindle, so I'm gonna bookmark this class, and Robin, I'm gonna bookmark that class. But if I know I wanna take a 45-minute class, I'm gonna go here where it says classes. I'm going to, when it loads, I'm gonna filter here, and I'm gonna say I need it to be 45 minutes. Sorry, you can't see that. I need the music to be nothing but either hip hop or pop. And I don't want it to be a class that I have taken already. And then it's going to show me what classes I have available that meet all of that criteria. So these are the classes. And even you see sometimes like it'll sneak in a soft rock. I know that I just don't think I'll ever cycle to that kind of music, but it'll give me a more narrow view. So let me see what I want. Some of them I can't take because like that one's in German. And I try and take a class with someone I haven't taken a class with in a while. And to be honest, I'm not really seeing anything that feels like I have to take it. I've just taken a class with Alex, which is why I'm kind of skipping over him right now. Oh, it's not giving me what I want to see right now. Hold on. Well, there's Tunde. And even when it says pop, a lot of times I will skip over that because even though I filter it, I just normally don't do as well when I'm in a pop ride. I just feel like hip hop music really hits. I'm going to take this class, even though I just took a class with her yesterday. She's just a lot of fun. So I'm going to take a 45-minute hip hop class with Camila. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get started, and then we're going to get on the treadmill. I probably won't show you the treadmill class because I'll be winded and tired and miserable at that point, but you get the point. Okay, it is about 12:45 right now. I have finished my workout. I did the 45-minute spin class with Camila, and then I did a 15-minute power walk with a trainer named Maddie, and burned, I would say, maybe about 500 calories or so. Did a little ab workout, showered, all of that. And while I was doing that, like as soon as I got on the bike, I got an alert on my Apple Watch. And again, the camera work right now, excuse it, because you're really in a very delicate place using this car mount. And I feel like the phone just moved. But what was I saying? Right when I went to start my first workout class, I got an alert on my phone, which then showed up on my watch. That was just telling me what my account balance was in my main checking account that I use. And it was a little bit lower than what I would like it to be right now. So I'm getting ready to go to the credit union, which is where I store all the money that I'm saving for the summer throughout the school year. And I'm going to take everything out of there, which is what that account is for, and put it in my main checking account so that we can make sure that we're going to survive for the summer. So yeah, the camera is moving. I'm sorry, guys. So that's where I'm headed to right now. I'm headed to the credit union. I'm going to do that. And then this camera is really on the go. That's better. I'm going to do that and then deposit that into my main checking account. And then I probably need to get gas. And because I'm having to do all of that, now I just feel like I'm supposed to have Starbucks. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go home and eat. I'm very hungry. I still haven't eaten yet. I know it's not the best move to go this far in the day and not eat, especially after I've exercised. But I know myself, and I know that I'm the type of person, especially on summer break, like once I eat that first meal after exercising, and I'm seated on the couch, it takes a lot for me to get off the couch and then get in the car and then go do something. So I'd rather just be hungry for a little bit longer, get all the stuff that I really need to get done outside of the house done, and then go back and eat and be able to just enjoy eating and resting for a minute. So in the meantime, I'm just going to sip on water to fill my stomach, and then that's it. So I will more than likely check in with you when I get home. So all right, I did all the things I needed to do at the credit union and the bank. I got my Starbucks. Let's give it a taste. It's been a while since I've done this on camera where I rate the Starbucks. I got a vanilla sweet cream cold brew with sugar-free vanilla syrup and a little extra sweet cream. Wait a minute. I'm gonna give it an 8. So in case you're wondering, I get a venti vanilla sweet cream cold brew, 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla syrup,
And then you have to tell them no vanilla syrup, 3 Splendas, and a little extra sweet cream. And it makes me happy. And now I'm going home to eat because I'm starved.
All right, it is now 4 o'clock and I have had lunch. I had a Factor meal. It was creamy, like garlic chicken thighs with like a creamy mushroom sauce, and there were green beans and a creamy cauliflower rice. It was very good. And while or after I did that, I was working on what I've been prepping and working on for the past few days. We've hit a little snafu in that I've been working on making these vocabulary cards that I'm going to show you in a second, and I've been using the Punchy Pastels Astral Brights cardstock, and I ran out. So I was hoping to be able to find it at Target yesterday, but I couldn't. And then I went on Office Max and they had the cardstock, but it wasn't called Peachy Pastel, but it looked the same. And I even like checked the names of the colors in that pack and matched them to the colors in my Punchy Pastel pack, and they were almost all of them were the exact same name or a variation of it. So I assumed it would be fine. And I just opened the pack to do it. And it's not. The colors are very similar, but the colors from the Office Max pack are more like neon-y, whereas these are truly pastels. So I'm gonna take that back to Office Max later on today, probably, if not today, tomorrow. And then I just reordered 2 more packs from Amazon. So with that being said, what I've been working on is these vocabulary cards. So I took this training with Dr. Holly early in the summer. This is like session number 2 out of, I don't know how many he has. I went to Santa Fe last year. That focused on classroom management, and this was more like instruction. And from that, I got the sense that I really just need to be more purposeful with vocabulary instruction in my classroom, because to be quite honest, there is no formalized method of me teaching vocabulary. They have these Greek and Latin root packets, and that's just my way of saying, well, at least they're being exposed, but I've always known I'm not doing enough with it. So I'm trying to change that this year. So in addition to them having to complete those Greek and Latin root packets, every time they get a new one, I'm going to give them these vocabulary cards that I've been working on. And really trying to work on them, not just finishing the packet for that week and then forgetting about the roots that they learned that week, but like finishing the packet, internalizing the meanings of those roots, using what they learned from that packet in Word Attack going forward, so that when they encounter another word that they don't know, whether it's in language arts or history, that they're able to then go back to some of these roots, affixes, prefixes, and suffixes, whatever you want to call them, that they've learned through these Greek and Latin root packets. So I know at the beginning of the year I made this slide. These are the 3 strategies that we talked about in that training that I'm going to share with students. Like when they encounter a word that they don't know, what should they do? Like, we don't want them to just jump to the dictionary or just ask, what is it? So it says first, use knowledge of word parts, and talks about this is where their Greek and Latin root packets come into play. Looking at prefixes like common prefixes such as un, non, in, and then also looking at suffixes like common suffixes, so that when they get to these words, before they're like, oh, I don't know what this word means, like take a moment, pause, and see if you can break it down and then go from there. So the plan is when they get a new Greek and Latin root packet, they will get a new set of these vocabulary cards. These just match the Greek and Latin roots for that particular packet. They'll get these, they'll get 1 set per table group, and then they'll have like one of those large rings that you can stick things on. So I would have to hole punch all these. And then throughout the year, when we encounter words and they're like, what is the meaning of this word? Or if I ask them, what do they think the meaning of this word is? They should be referring to these flashcards. So I've made these little cards using Google Slides. These are just slide presentations. And I've put the prefix or suffix or whatever it is, plus the definition. So this one is the prefix ACI, ASCII. and it just tells us that prefix means sour or sharp, and there's 7 sets of these. And so the past few days I've been laminating, printing them, laminating, cutting them, and then storing them in these photo box containers that I've had for years that I just never used. It was one of those things that I saw another teacher buy, and I just loved how organized it was, and then I didn't have anything to actually put in it. But now I do. And in addition to that, this is also being added to the Greek and Latin root packet, there's going to be a weekly quiz. Because as simple and straightforward as this Greek and Latin root packet is in my class, it's just always an assignment that kids are like, I didn't know it was due, or I just didn't do it. So this is gonna put a little bit more weight on that packet because now there's a quiz associated with it. And then it's also gonna help me to be more intentional or purposeful with vocabulary instruction. So I've made enough of these just to get us through the first 12 weeks of school because I've never done this before. So honestly, I don't know if what my mind thinks is gonna happen and work is going to work. If it does, quite honestly, when I'm looking at this and the amount of time it's taken me to make these cards and the corresponding quizzes, I almost feel like this, if people are interested, it might be something that I put on Teachers Pay Teachers. I do have a little shop that I don't really ever sell anything on. Because some people might want it. You don't necessarily need the book where I'm getting these packets from, but it would be helpful. So that is what I've been working on. Now I'm at a pass because I don't have the cardstock that I need. The Amazon order isn't going to come until tomorrow. So I kind of need to figure out what I want to work on besides that, because I really had committed myself to saying, today you're going to really get some things done. So this is that storage case that I'm storing them in that I bought a few years ago. It's missing the boxes on this side because that's what the camera is actually sitting on right now. And then I ordered one more on Amazon. I kind of think I have another one of these at school. I'm just not sure. So I just ordered one just in case. And if I don't need it, I'll return it. So that is what I've been working on. I think since I'm at a pause there, as I accidentally moved the camera, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look online to see if there's any pre-made quiz questions for the last book I just finished that I think I'm going to include in my classroom. I'm going to go get it. Hold on a second. Sit, Wolfie. Okay, so I just finished this book. This is called The Firekeeper's Daughter. I finished this a couple days ago. I listened to it. What is it saying? I listen to it normally when I walk Wolfie or when I'm driving. I'll listen to it and I like it. My only cause for pause, and I don't know why my lighting keeps going in and out. My only cause for pause is that it's long. It is, was that how it ended? Yeah, it's 484 pages. Okay, it's a little bit more intricate than some of the books I've used in the past, but I'm still inclined to try it this year because it is like one of a few indigenous focused books that I've read that I think would capture a middle schooler's attention. So yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna try it this year, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, I tried. But they're obviously gonna have to do a good portion of reading this on their own. So again, we're gonna read some of it together in class, and then they'll be reading some of it independently. There'll be a test at the end of it. I hate doing that, but that's kind of the only way sometimes to make sure kids are actually reading, unfortunately, at this stage in the game. So I think I'm gonna look up to see if there's already some pre-made quiz questions out there. That's what I did with the other book, the first book that we're gonna read, which is Clap When You Land, and I've made quizzes for those already and organized them in my Google Drive. The book I'm now reading, because I would like to read this book also with my class, is Look Both Ways by Jason Reynolds. I'm in the very beginning of it, but it's a total of, I want to say it's 10 different stories, all focused on this one particular neighborhood that I just assume is like on the East Coast. And I don't know why I assume that, but I do. So I'm really trying to focus on, aside from the vocabulary instruction, the other thing I took from that training is like, it's just gonna be on me to bring more diverse reads in my classroom. So the plan so far is to read Clap When You Land, which is focused on Dominican characters, The Firekeeper's Daughter, indigenous characters, Look Both Ways. There are black characters in it, but there's other people too that it's like, I don't know what ethnicity they are. And then the other one, I forget what it's called, but it's based on the main characters are Asian in that book. So I obviously read all the books before I share them so that I know what's in there. And so that's what I'm doing. So I think I'm gonna look for some quiz questions. And I'm gonna figure out what else to do. Since I just posted on Instagram, my checking account is telling me Latanya's gonna need to sit her little butt still for the rest of the summer because you don't have a whole lot of extra money. So we're gonna use our time wisely in our comfy, cozy little condo and be productive, because being productive typically is free. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I will check in with you guys a little bit later. All right, it's about 5:30 now. I don't know why I always feel inclined to tell you guys what time it is. If that's annoying to you, let me know. But it is about 5:30. The good news is, why am I having, okay. The good news is I spent some time looking on Teachers Pay Teachers and on YouTube looking for resources that I would want to use with the Firekeeper's Daughter. I think I found something on TPT that'll give me some questions to use along the way just to ensure that the students are reading. I haven't purchased it yet because I don't know, like, the shop is small, there's a couple of reviews, and anytime I buy something from TPT where I don't really know the seller, I always have this fear of like, what if I spend this money and then the resource is not great? I'll probably get it because in total I think it's about $15. It's 2 separate products. And then on YouTube, I was looking, what I really wanted was a video that kind of depicts life on a reservation today. And at first I was having a hard time finding things. I found a few videos, but the videos all seem to focus on the Lakota tribe. And it does depict the idea that life on reservations is very difficult and kind of introduces some of the issues there, like poverty and lack of resources. So I saved those, but then I just researched or put in the search bar Ojibwe tribe or Ojibwe reservation, because that's, I need to double check, but I'm like 99.9% sure that's the tribe the main character is from. And I found a really good video from Weird History that I almost skipped over just because I didn't like the I didn't like the name of the channel. Weird History, that does a very good job of like really touching on all the issues that kids are going to need to understand about reservations to really understand some of the things that are happening in this book. And it also talks about how reservations came to be. It was very accurate in that the US government made some not great choices, and like how Native Americans ended up on these reservations. So I opened up a Google Doc so I could paste all the links, and I just created a folder for the novel so that when the time comes, I have it there. So yeah, so I'm feeling good about that. I'm getting ready to, I think, go ahead and go to Office Max to return the cardstock, but I wanted to show you what I was talking about in terms of the color difference. I know you can't see me, but I don't know what else to do at this point. So let me see. So let me give you an example of what I mean. So this is the blue from the first pack of cardstock I got that was called Punchy Pastel. So when you take it out and you look at this color blue, and hopefully it'll show properly on camera, it's like a pastel blue. But then when you look at the blue from the pack that I got, and mind you, I don't think the name is the same. This one is called Lunar Blue, and in the Punchy Pastels pack, it's called Breezy Blue. So even when I looked at these yesterday, I was like, it's called Breezy Blue here, but Lunar Blue over there, but they look the same. That was where I went wrong. I assumed too much. So what I just showed you in here is Breezy Blue, okay? Easy breezy. But in this pack, I'm gonna see Lunar Blue. You guys see that? Is this blue right here, and that is not giving pastel. And I really had a moment where I thought to myself, is it that serious, Latanya? Like, are you really gonna be bothered if the blues aren't exactly the same? And it took me about 1/10 of a second to realize, yes, I will be bothered, and I refuse to live my life like that. We're not doing that. So I'm taking this pack back to Office Max. This had I don't remember how many, 250 sheets in here. And the Punchy Pastels, I bought 2 of these packs. The pack themselves is smaller and it has 200 sheets. So I'm gonna be short about 50 sheets or less 50 sheets, but I think it's actually cheaper, so it should all even itself out. So that's what we're gonna do. And then I'm gonna come back, and at 7, I'm meeting my friend Rashawn, or she's gonna come here, and we're just gonna go on a walk together. We're gonna walk Woofy, and she's gonna join us, and hopefully Woofy behaves. And that's really it. I'm gonna probably come back and purchase those TPT products, and I might start making quizzes if that's what I wanna do from it. So that's what's up. Let me go to Office Max so that I'm not late for my friend coming back. I cannot believe it is about to be 9 o'clock already. I had the best of intentions of at least vlogging a little bit when I was on my walk, just to get some footage of me and my friend, but I didn't because I was with my friend and we were talking. But we went on our walk, or she went on a walk with Woofy and I. We did our normal route. Woofy was very intrigued by the fact that we had a guest joining us on the walk, and then we came back and just sat on my patio for a little bit and chit-chatted, so that took some time. And speaking of which, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I meant to vlog this and include this in a vlog, but I just got started one day and didn't pick up a camera. But I just redid my little porch area. This is my little baby project. I don't think I've ever shown you the beginning or what it looked like before. I'll try and find a photo and show you, but I just wanted something new, so I'll show it to you. Hold on. There's mosquitoes out here. So yeah, here is my new little porch setup. I bought this rug from Amazon. Look at that. This patio set is from Target, and I posted on Instagram that I am no longer fooling myself into thinking that I can keep plants alive. So I bought some fake plants. These are plastic plants from Amazon, and then this pot that I put it in is also from Amazon. That is a plastic plant from Target that I put in an old pot that I had. There was another plastic potted plant out there I was going to show you, but for whatever reason my camera wouldn't focus. So that's my big summer project. That's like in my mind my first little home improvement to kind of get me started. So what I'm gonna do right now, before I end the, well, I'm gonna end the vlog right now, but I'm getting ready to eat dinner. Yes, I'm gonna eat dinner at 9 o'clock. And I think tonight for dinner, I'm gonna eat the upgraded meal that I got from Factor. So with Factor, you can pay a little bit more to have like more premium meals. So I picked one, and this one is roasted garlic filet mignon and shrimp. I just feel like I deserve that today. So I'm gonna put this in the microwave. Let's see if I can show it to you in case you wanna see what these look like. Again, you just get these, you put it in the microwave for 2.5 minutes, and it is ready to go. This looks like it's going to be quite delicious. So that is what it looks like. I don't know, the camera is really on one right now and it's just refusing to focus. Okay, I think that's as focused as it's gonna get. So there's shrimp over there, broccoli, there's a sauce here. So this total meal is going to be 660 calories. And it's roasted garlic filet mignon and shrimp with roasted broccoli, garlic chive potatoes, and scallion sour cream. And that is what I will be eating for dinner in about 2.5 minutes. And then it's gonna be after 9 o'clock. And maybe I'll do a little bit more work in terms of looking at some stuff for the Firekeeper's Daughter. And maybe I won't. I do know that I'll be watching some trash TV as I eat. And then we'll go from there. I usually go upstairs somewhere between 10 and 11, take a shower. I have to play with Woofy a little bit before we wind down, and then I read and play around on TikTok before I go to bed, which is usually somewhere around 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I hope that you enjoyed just seeing a very monotonous day in the life of me on summer break. Again, I typically don't do anything special or spectacular. I really won't be doing anything special going forward because I just posted on Instagram today that my checking account balance said I need to sit my little self down. So yeah, that's it. If you truly enjoyed seeing just this regular day, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you comment. That helps my video get exposed to more people and it supports my channel. So please do that. If you have any questions or anything about anything I shared, let me know. But as always, I hope that you are well, and if you are not well, please be well, and I will see you in the next vlog whenever that happens to be. So until then, bye.